Hey Cancers, welcome back to Deku Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot and astrology for July 6th through the 12th of 2020. So, happy birthday to all of you celebrating. Happy birthday to all of my lovely Cancers. I'm a Cancer rising, so the moon rules me and I come across, most people often when they meet me actually see I'm a Cancer, so I love you guys and I actually resonate mostly with your readings, fun fact. So let's see here. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's going to be mostly tarot this week because the biggest thing happening in astrology really is that, there's a lot happening, but the only thing I'm really going to mention here is that we have Mercury in your sign going direct on July 12th or the 13th, depending on where you are in the world. So Mercury usually tends to kick the door on the way out, so don't be surprised if, we have some of those Mercury retrograde issues really cropping up or really just having issues, especially technologically, communication-wise, traveling, and getting places on time right at the end of this Mercury retrograde. And I find even when it goes direct, sometimes it lingers for me a bit. So let's get into this. And if you want more astrology, I highly suggest checking out White Light Astrology or Gregory Scott Astrology. They're both really great. I know I'm not, sponsored by them. I don't even know them, but I do love their channels. So let's get into this here. We're using the Hobbit Tarot. And we are going to look at your week ahead here, Cancer. So Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, July 6th to the 12th of 2020. Ooh. Oh. Why do you want to come out so, okay. Cancers. You guys are really in a different type of energy, and I've been really wanting to do your monthly. I have not had any time. It's been so crazy. I'm sure you guys know. And I really hope I get to do them this week. They'll probably be more like mid-monthlies, but you have really interesting stuff going on for you guys, and I know that, and that's been coming up in your weeklies. And this, all the planets in your house of relationships in Capricorn, again, that all depends on what your first house is, etc. But with all these planets in Capricorn, relationships are definitely in focus. And if things do fall apart, they're falling apart so that you can become whole again. Wow. And you have to know that whatever is ending, whatever chapter has closed in the book of love, in the book of your, not even just romantic love, but in terms of things that you love, the way you were headed, if things are ending, if goals are being readjusted, reevaluated, let them. Because the astrology really is bringing it all up for you guys right now. And instead of holding on to it, you're actually going to be really able to let it go. You're really going to look also at whether whether effort has really been made for you. And does it equal what you have put in? And if there has not been effort, and this is something you would have held on to because of that in the past, you're ready to let that go. You're ready to stop being okay with it. You're ready to stop holding on to things that don't give you what you put in, that don't feel the same way you do, and that would rather play a game to manipulate you, to take your power, than to just be in an equal relationship with you. You're done playing the games, and you know that whatever you're separating yourself from right now is going to be much, much better for your future. And you can see that, you can feel it in this empathic way that only water signs can really understand, and only Cancers can really divine. They just sometimes, you guys sometimes just know. You know when it's the right time to walk away, when it's right for you to finally let something go, to stop putting loving effort into something. When it's time to open up your claws and really retract them back. But there's this sense of stepping into something really lovely and new as you let all these things go. Because now you're able to, again, build yourself whole again in a new way, in a better way. And you're just in a lot stronger, you're very powerful, very empowered. Like, I'm not playing the games this time. Like, if people come around, especially because it's retrograde, and are trying to do this, trying to do that, saying this, saying that, you're not having it anymore because you know it's BS. Like, if something has been BS, if something has not been equal this whole time, you're not taking it anymore. You're fine, actually, it feels like to me, with being done with something, someone. You're like, I'm not gonna try to pander to this anymore. I'm not giving you my power. And, you know, you're really looking at how much power does someone really need to take from you to be in a relationship with you? Because that doesn't sound very equal. Oof. This is almost like a mini monthly, I feel like, right here, but I can't wait. If we have time, you're going to be the first, don't you worry. Yeah, you know what? No more cards. Let's just take it here. The Chariot. It's time to take control and start bringing things in the same direction. You're looking around at your life and you're like, okay, so if I'm headed toward these things and this is what makes me happy and this is what I want, and I've been reevaluating that, so I think I'm getting pretty clear on what that is, then why the heck am I putting energy, time, thought, anything into things that are trying to take me left, right, sideways, backwards? I'm not doing that anymore. Things that are not, people, relationships, jobs, that are not your path to your highest self, to your fulfilling your dreams, to fulfilling what you want out of life right now, what you want out of relationships right now, where you see yourself going, and where you've been tired of being, you know, if you see people holding you back there, things again, driving you all these other ways, you're going to say, you know, unhitch those horses and let them run, because I'm going to stay on this one and I'm headed that way. And if you want to come, you can freaking chase, because I'm not doing it. All right, let's just end that there with a nice Lynn V. Andrews Oracle card, because that's, those came in powerfully, and I don't really want to say much more else about it. I think that this is an empowered week for you. I think this whole month has been empowering for you, though, and coming off of this eclipse in your opposite sign, you're ready to really evaluate your relationships and start making them healthier, or start getting rid of a lot of them altogether. And again, you're not holding on with those claws anymore. This is different. You're empowered. You're done with it. Like, people that thought they could play the games with the cute Cancer. Oh, they'll always be there. They'll always care about me. I can always go back to them for nurturing. You're like, we're closed. Sorry. Social distance for the rest of our lives, okay? Let's social distance forever. Ooh. Okay. All right. Destiny. Your active power is the key to your destiny. Like a sacred flute player enticing your truth out of spirit out into the light of day, your own power. Sorry, oh my gosh, let me just start this over. I don't know what, Mercury retrograde. Your active power is the key to your destiny, like a sacred flute player enticing your truth of spirit out into the light of day. Own your power, because you are made of power. An active power comes from a place of passion within your deepest being. It is an expression of your totality of who you are in the world. To find your active power is to live your dreams. What would you do if you could do anything? Discover what that is and then do it. To find your power is to find your destiny. I mean, that's really what it is this week. You're finding your power, and everybody should back the hell off. All right, I love you guys so much. If you want to book a private reading, all that information is below in my description box. I have gone back to my normal pricing, so just be aware of that. And if you are interested in checking out your astrology birth chart, if you're interested in checking out your numerology, if you're interested in checking out compatibility, Truly Divine is an amazing service, and you can use my code Deku30 for 30% off of whatever you get through them. You can use that multiple times, as many times as you want. You can send it to your friends, send it to anybody, and they can also use it as many times as they want. So check that out, guys. They're really amazing. I was extremely impressed with the charts and stuff that they gave us. It was incredible. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Happy birthday, my lovely Cancers. Have a wonderful and blessed week. Namaste.